What's up, everybody? Doug Lane here, Fast Lane Car Care. It's been a minute, but we are back. I don't know, been busy, not just with tent, but other stuff. Got the infamous Volkswagen Beetle here. I don't remember what year it is. Apparently these things are like nearly impossible to tent. I did this job mobile. You can see I got a hair and some contamination there. That wasn't the main issue. I did this car a couple weeks ago, a week or so ago, and backstory, I believe it's my longtime customer's youngest daughter. This is her first car, so they bought the car or whatever. The back window is just bubbled all up. You guys know film failure, you can't see out of it, it's dangerous, terrible. But he said, yeah, we need that one replaced, I think. Just let me see what you can do with it. And I noticed, using my light meter, this window here was not tinted at all, so I don't know if you can see, but we got the glue on there. So just out of courtesy, I thought, man, this car's gonna look kind of goofy if she's driving around with everything tinted but one window. So I went ahead and did this for free. And what I'm thinking is, because these, I've got the latch tripped right now, but oh, hang on, let me get a screwdriver. So to untrip the latch, some cars you just pull the handle, but this one you're gonna have to pull the handle and flip the little latch back. Now what that does, you can see the window rolls up. When you open it, it rolls down. What I believe I did is, I think I had my film just a little bit too long, so when it was rolling down, it was catching this seal before it was fully cured. That's the tough thing about frameless windows. Some people say you got to leave them overnight for 24 hours, whatever. A lot of different shops do them a lot of different ways. I just post-heated it and thought it was going to be good enough, but obviously it wasn't. So now I got to replace this window for free. Didn't charge them for it. Now I got to redo it a second time. Back window, obviously I told him I'd redo it because he said the tint was coming off. It was peeling as well as the front. It wasn't. There was one little tiny finger right there I was able to push out, and as you can see, it stayed. But I wasn't really happy with how this came out. Now, you guys got to understand, you think, well, how could you miss that? Well, in here, when you've got 53,000 lumens of light, yeah, that sticks out plain as day. But when you're in a poorly lit garage, fighting the elements and all that, it's possible. It happens. Not proud of it, but we do it nice because we do it twice, right? So all right, guys, I know this window is mainly going to be about the back window because that's the one that everybody seems to struggle with, but I wanted to take this minute. I was kind of sitting here scraping this last little bit of glue off this window. I want to talk to you new tinters especially, but some of you, tinters with a couple of years under your belt, you could probably benefit from this as well. Some of you, let me move this AC out of the way here. There we go. Some of you guys are probably sitting there thinking, man, you did this window for free. Like, why are you, you shouldn't have to warranty it. They didn't pay for it, whatever. And to a degree, I say you're right, That's true, they didn't pay for it, but let me put it to you this way. I've been doing this for over 6 years, and one reason I knew I would be successful in this industry is not because I thought I was going to be some hotshot amazing tinter. That's not the case at all. I'm good, sure, don't get me wrong, but like everybody else, I make mistakes as well. But here's what you need to be successful in any industry, in any business. Do what you say you're going to do, and treat every customer like you would want to be treated, okay? So, yeah, I could sit here and say, well, you know what, Bob, you didn't pay for that window. I did that for free, so it's not gonna, covered under warranty. Do you think Bob's going to be very happy about that? Because now he's got to drive around with a, you know, peeling window, or he's got to pay for it. And, you know, it wasn't his fault, you know, that the window even got tinted to begin with. All right, so no, Bob's probably not going to be super happy about that. His name's not really Bob. I'm just throwing out an exemplified name there. So if Bob's not very happy about his interaction with me, do you think he's going to come back? Probably not. He'll probably pay to get this car done, and then he's going to just, you know, go find some other tinner, right? So does it suck to sit here and take, I don't know, you know what, like a couple extra hours out of my day to peel and retint and get everything looking right? Yeah, you know, I'm losing time, losing money, but here's the important thing. Happy customers keep coming back, guys. I don't run Facebook ads. I don't run Google ads. I don't sponsor any posts. I don't do any of this stuff that you see in the groups. These guys talking about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I spend $0 on advertisements on a monthly basis. I don't pay for anything. Why do I continue to have so much referral business? It's because I take care of my people. So yeah, it doesn't matter to me that he didn't pay for this. What matters to me is my tint job was peeling and looked like crap. Every car, in my opinion, has my name on it, right? I would rather my cars look good, so that way when somebody asks the young lady, hey, who did your windows? Or ask him, you know, who does your windows, or whatever, that person's asking because they want to know who they need to call, not who they need to avoid, right? So I'd seen a lot of, or heard, I should say, I heard a lot of stories from people over the years, even before I got into tint. You know, oh, I went to so-and-so for years, and man, always had great success, and everything always looked good, blah, blah, blah. But then I had an issue, and they wouldn't fix it. They blamed this, blamed that, said it was just the car, said it was this, and then blocked my number. You know, so I've heard stuff like that. Guess what? Those people are looking for new tinners, and they're not having good things to say about you. So that's, you know, not good advertisement. So that's why I say you new guys starting out, be pretty beneficial. Run your business with integrity, man. Run it with integrity. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not just going to wake up one day and have people beating down your phones. But you just keep doing the right thing over and over and over, even when it's hard. And I promise you, you will be successful. Promise. I suppose one could argue what the definition of success is, and that's going to vary amongst all of us, I suppose. But for me, I certainly cannot complain where I'm at right now. You know, I don't, like I said, I don't have to run ads. I don't really have to worry too much about where my next dollar is going to come from. We run about anywhere between 30 and as high as 60% repeat customers as a monthly basis. So that's pretty good. I tell my customers all the time, I don't necessarily care about getting new customers. You know, I'm sure we all know, like, there's a lot of big companies, like your cable companies, cell phone companies, all these other companies that they're always doing these promo deals. They're always trying to get new customers. I just feel like if you take care of your old customers, you'll be good to go. So, my 2 cents, guys. But I'm gonna finish shrinking this out, finish cutting it, get it stuck. My whole plan here. So the problem is, you know, how do you know? You know, what do you do? Like, what do you do? How do you know how to make this not peel? Well, I looked at the other window, and if you look down in If you look down into the window seal, you can see the tint. It's cut short. Let me just go show you. It'll be way easier than trying to explain it. I have both door latches tripped, but you can see, hopefully you can see the film is just hard, you know, barely under the gasket. But what I think that's done, you can see the corner's too short and all that stuff. What I think that allowed them to do is when the window drops down, I don't think it's catching that seal, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to blame that seal entirely, because here's what could have happened. And this is a mobile job, right? You know, I get paid, tell them, you know, keep the windows up, blah blah blah. Man, they could have jumped right in the car after I left and went to the mall or something, you know, not giving this film any time to set up, because these windows go up and down every time you hit the button, right? So, you know, is it the film's fault? Did they, you know, just get in it and start, you know, bumping the window up and down? It's like I said, it goes up and down no matter what when you open the door. So, is it that? Is it the film? I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and send it. And then I'm just going to leave this latch tripped. I'm going to leave this window up. I'm going to post heat it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this door, not all the way, because you don't want to smash the glass. I'm just going to shut it once I'm all said and done. I'm just going to shut it enough. I can back this out. I'm going to sit it in the sun as is. I'm going to sit it in the sun. It's supposed to be a bazillion degrees today, so it should dry up real quick and be good to go and not peel. So that's the game plan. Y'all know sometimes stuff looks good on paper. It doesn't work in practice, but we're going to send it. We're going to find out. So fun fact, frameless windows are the only windows I've ever had to replace for peeling, aside from one. I have one other one, but technically I guess that was my installer that installed it, so not my personal installation, however you want to look at that, back when I had people working for me, but that's neither here nor there. Frameless windows, they'll get you guys, especially in the cooler months. You know, I don't know. I almost turned this down just because everybody talks about how difficult they are, but I really wanted to test out that back window, try my hand at it, so I went ahead and took it. I'm glad I did. It's really not that difficult. Yeah, it kind of sucked that the things ended up the way they did, but it's a freaking sticker, guys. It's a giant sticker. Stuff happens. Have a good attitude about it. Fix it. Be happy about it. Don't be like, well, all right, man, come pick up your car. Just, you know, hey, man, it's ready for you. Blah, blah, blah. And I promise you guys, your customers will take care of you in the long run. I promise you. So, no good deed goes unpunished, but don't let that stop you from doing the right thing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.